African governments must have a strategic objective. What do they really want to gain from the new emerging partnership? Until it is well articulated, they cannot get what they don't negotiate for.
If there is a local vision of the country, this is the direction in which we want to move. It's so that you don't think of this as just a resource exploitation of a particular natural resource. There's nothing wrong in using resources as a basis for the growth of companies, but it has to be a part of a larger perspective.
The key question is, what do African states need to do to make the best out of their emerging partnerships with countries like Brazil, China, India, and many more? And the general answer to that question seems to be that it needs to be, these emerging partnerships need to be framed as part of a broader, consistent development policy agenda.
The African government needed to keep the political stability. This is very important. The second is that the African government needed to keep sustainable economic growth. The third one is to continue to improve the investment environment. This is very important.
I think it's very useful to study the measures that China took. It took quite active measures to ensure technology transfer, to ensure good use of Chinese labor, Chinese involvement in these new investments and new trade opportunities. And I think it would repay the African countries to study that experience, among others.
Je pense que si les pays africains doivent s'investir dans l'amélioration de leur coopération avec les Chinois pour un impact plus grand sur leur économie, ce sont sur ces deux aspects. Le premier qui est l'expertise et le second qui est les intrants à la production et à la réalisation de ces différentes infrastructures.
But what the African countries should most insist on is that these investments or trade relationships do contribute to emergence or development of the productive capacity. So when it comes into the extractive industry, the next phase of adding value to these raw materials are important. If it is investing in agriculture, it's very important that it gets into agro-processing industries. If it is getting into services, it is important that these service sectors are also integrated into the domestic economy in certain ways, and it will change the contour in such a way that the poor people of Africa actually benefit through gainful employment.